On lance. On lance. On lance.
Good evening, televiewer for Home TV Television. Good evening. We don't come back for that program, Find Out. Find Out now, wonderful program where Home TV Television try for produce them, for find people them, know about their know-how, because inside Africa today, worldwide, now handwork the pay. Now why we the reason why we Home TV come out with this special program called Find Out. Today, we don't find nobody else like a broadcaster for television and radio for know how the program used to go on air. How manage, how did it do? How long you fit train somebody before you become a broadcaster on TV or on radio television? Call me Private Secretary for God of Ancestors live on Home TV Television. Find Out. Now your special program where you will always benefit on top, because na teaching program on Home TV Television. Will you come back?
On lance.
Tawuna for join we back for Studio 3, Home TV Television. We broadcast live from economic capital from Douala, Cameroon. Now, we get one of the TV broadcaster, they call it Destiny. Destiny, now a broadcaster inside Home TV Television. One find out from ye, how long person train for become a broadcaster, and what will be the technical part for be a broadcaster. Destiny, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Bafana. Good evening, televiewers, and welcome to the show Find Out.
Yeah, how you find yourself? How you feel yourself for be for studio for Find Out?
I just do Mr. Bafana.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, when we bring you for this program, because one know you be a TV broadcaster and a radio broadcaster, right?
Yes, sir.
How did it take you for become a broadcaster?
Me personally, I had to go through some few trainings and whatnot, but everybody can learn it. The basics of broadcasting on a software which calls Vmix, you can learn it online, just the basics. But you cannot be accepted on any other TV, but just for your personal learn, you can learn broadcasting software on YouTube and whatnot. Yeah, but now when you want to go to professional like broadcasting on TV, you need to go to someone or see someone that actually does in the field for the person to form you and explain to you how the field works. Yes, that is it.
So now, somebody who want to learn from the software, how long did it take you for learn Destiny?
Depending on the person, if he already knows the basics of computer, it might take him 1 or 2 months to learn the software. If he already actually knows computer and he knows what he's doing, he can learn. It should be highest 2 months for him. But for somebody that does not know computer and that is just going into computer for the first time, it might take him like minimum. It should be something like from 5 to 6 months to learn the software itself. Yeah, yeah, that should be it.
Then now, I know technicians. They're the backbone for any radio station, for any television house. Technician, you are the backbones. But we discover, say, technicians are the highest people that disturb work. What did they behind Wana? technicians send this on air, you send it how you like, all this. What is they behind? What is now total confusion? They compete at the confusion now?
No, actually, that's a very good question, Mr. Bafana. The issue is that we are human beings. Our human beings are normally made to make mistakes. I'm not excusing that we technicians, we have to be doing mistakes, but as normal human beings, we have failure because even machine itself, sometimes it makes 2 or 3 errors, but the main issue is that it's just organization, actually. Like sometimes on PG News, normally when you put elements in a computer, element 1, element 2, element 3, element 4, we have to cross-check the elements back to be sure that we have put all the elements in order. But sometimes when we do not cross-check, because normally when you put the elements the first time, you have to do a cross-check a second time to be sure that if you ask an element, you don't get confused. So sometimes when the presenter is in a hurry or he has just arrived and time we are running out of late, we just put the elements and we don't actually take time to cross-check them to make sure that, that everything he's sending on air is correct. So sometimes he may ask element 1 and skip element 2 and go and ask element 3, which can make us to get confused over the TV and start putting other elements since we have not actually cross-checked the elements to be sure that everything will be sending, we are synchronized on that one. So that can be some of the causes that make us to sometimes confuse when we are producing on TVs.
And some of you broadcaster technicians, you like to keep Afro. What did they behind? Are you people prophet? Because no prophet of God, the scammer of God, they like to keep Afro because they rob the angang on it. You still rob on top of Afro, or what be the behind?
Mine personally is just I don't know how to say it, but that's a very good notice, something they have actually noticed, which is good. But personally, I don't know. It's just I just like having my hair this way. I'm pretty sure you can see. I just like leaving my hair like that. It's not. I don't know for other technicians personally. But my own, I've always been like this way. That I always leave my hair enough. Yeah, but time to shave and all that.
When you live like that, you look bushy. How do you feel?
Like a normal human being, Mr. Bafana. I don't know how else you want me to feel. I just feel normal. Like maybe when you shave, you feel good. But for me, I just like having my hair.
When you leave hell, you feel good, right?
Yes.
Okay, now, how long have you been in the field? How long is it the field?
In the field of broadcasting, I think it should be 2 years, 3 years today. But I've been in computer for so long, which permitted me to actually be good at what I'm doing. Yeah. If not because of the basics of computer, I should have been here where I am today. So I would say I'm in 2 years of actually broadcasting.
In 2 years?
Yes.
Okay. What are the difficulties you have been facing? The difficulty you used to face are inside?
The main difficulty we face is concerning the TV itself. Like sometimes they have to call you at one, because when you're normally a technician, you always have to be available. You work 24/7, which means that you can be sleeping when the journalists go back to the house, they sleep, they don't have any issue. But you as a technician, you always have to get up, check whether the TV is passing. If the TV is not passing, they'll have to call you to say that, okay, the TV is not passing. If you cannot fix the TV through your phone, you have to leave from where you are, go to the technical house, then fix the issue before you come back to your house. So just stress, you're always waiting for a call that someone should call to say that, okay, the TV is not passing, or but the work is always permanent on you as a technician. So that's what I always find difficult, especially when there's no enough handwork.
Yeah, but when TV is not passing, at time it's you, the technician, fault because you did poor programmation or wrong programmation. How comes that you are going back home and you're not sure on your programmation destiny, the technician?
All right. I don't know if it's just personal attacks.
No, it's not personal. It's not you or the technician.
All right.
You go to the neighbor's television, have the same problem. Home TV have the same problem.
All right. Concerning programmation, what is software. Let me explain to you how it works. We Cameroonians, we don't buy software for broadcasting. Most of the broadcasting houses, I don't know about CRT, but most, considering my experience, they don't buy the software. The software is called vMix and other ones. Normally what we do is that when you call us to come and install the software in your computer for the broadcasting, we go and take a pirated version of the software, then come and install it, since you cannot buy it, because if you want to buy it, they'll start telling you about 300,000, 400,000 just for the software, without counting the equipment you need. So which means that sometimes when you're programming, you can do a very good programmation, you leave behind, since you're using a pirated version, and the consequence of using a pirated version is that sometimes you have bugs, as we usually call it, also the computer, we usually call it, or glitches, which means that you do well your programmation, but the computer will be unable to identify that, okay, after this element, it is this element. It will take the first element and then freeze, not send it to the screen. So that normally it's not, most of the time it's not our fault. It's just the computer that doesn't actually understand the information we feed it into it.
Okay. Now, as a technician, are you happy to be as a technician? You'd be very happy.
Actually, Mr. Wafana, my dream work isn't technical work. It's not working in TV. I appreciate working in TV, but my dream work was actually being a sound engineer, because I am, before being a technician for TV, I am a sound engineer. I work in music studio. I produce music. So my dream is mostly doing video editing and being in a studio, music studio, to produce artists. That is my personal dream.
But you're not far from your dream. You're still on that department.
I'm very far, sir, actually, because being as a TV producer means you can't be actually arbitrating on music, actually, because most of the time you have to be treating with visual information. You have to be treating more with cameras, really on sound, because it's hardly actually programmed with sound. So for me, I should have preferred more if we're dealing into the sound industry.
Sound industry, right?
Yeah.
All right. Now, with the clinical department, what are the difficulties you are facing there?
I don't know, for me personally, I don't know for other technicians or for other TV, but my personal issue is when the job is overwhelming. Like, for example, you have to do a 5-person job or a 6-person job. It actually starts making you stress out a lot. Like, you have to do video editing, you have to do graphical work, you have to do sound design, you have to be broadcasting, you have to be editing videos to be sending online. When the work is just over on you, it actually starts taking a toll on yourself, on your health.
But you, as a youth, it's nothing for you.
So
you are less than 30 years.
Yeah, I'm less than 30 years, but it doesn't mean that I don't also merit some rest sometimes. Like, yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay, now, as a technician, what have you to advise your colleague, fellow technician? Because we know technician, they have a lot of rough job, and you know it.
So my advice as a technician, because most of us technicians, we always have a part of the job we do, since we actually do before being a technician, we actually doing other things before becoming technicians. Like, somebody before becoming a technician, they can be doing into, like, let us say video editing, let us say maybe graphical work. So if you are into technical work, you should actually take the technical work serious, because it's not actually something to be joking with, because millions of people sit and they watch TV, and so when you do mistakes over TV, it is actually very, very easy to notice it. So you should not be doing, if you are in a TV like a home TV television, and you're working at the technician, when you finish work at home TV, you should not directly go and start working in other TVs to compensate or whatnot, because it can overwhelm your work, means that you will not be doing well on your work. So if you are doing one job, you should concentrate on the one job that you are doing.
Okay. Now, you say your dream was not to become a TV technician. You prefer sound music technician.
Music, not music
sound
technician.
technician.
Beat, in common language, you call it a producer. Or
Okay,
beat maker.
okay, producer.
Or beat maker.
Okay. Are you a good dancer?
No, no, I don't dance. I don't dance.
In the absence of technical department job, what do you do better?
If we're putting computer aside, I don't think
How
I'm
do you do
doing
better?
anything. Drawing, maybe, because I'm part of computer, because I've actually dedicated all my life to knowing computer, because I actually know so many things in computer. So if you remove computer aside, I'm just I don't know anything.
I mean, all this guy doing scamming or computer, you can do better than them. Yeah, of course. So
I would not like to say something that can backfire, but no, I cannot answer.
You cannot answer. You can do better than them. Okay. Because common mean they know computer better. Anyway, I know you are a good guy. You cannot think that direction.
But actually, I would not like to give myself big shoulders. But if I get into scamming, people hear that one, people feel it on yourselves.
Yeah. But if you get to scam, you die. You die easily.
No. It depends on what we mean by scamming, because there's in pirating, which is actually going like in movies. You always see somebody hitting on a computer, and the people that scam over the call, they actually use their brain. Like they make you calls. They say that okay, this. Like, I'm sure you have already been. I don't know if you have been victim, but I'm sure most of us have always been victim of one particular person that will call you and say that okay, vote for content I did député or just someone who call you and change his voice and start talking to you some kind of long message that they want to block your account. That one is called vocal scamming. Like, but the real scamming for me personally, if I have to say like what I would call scamming, I'll be mostly by pirating accounts. Like I'll send you a link, how do you call it, a phishing account link on which when you click I have access to your phone. I don't not like to go into details because I'm not here to talk about pirating, but scamming is very easy if you know how to do it. If you know how.
No, you do it, you die. You die and leave your mother. Yeah.
If you say so.
You die and leave your supervisor. So now, let's go back to business. I know many television houses, many media houses, they count on you people. But we discover that you people are disturbing too much. So what is the secret behind your disturbances? What would be the real secret in make you people disturb? Because see, at time, essentially, I've noticed one thing on you, is that you are always absent-minded. What's the problem?
I don't know how to explain it, but I've been doing many things for the recent, let me say like for the recent 3 to 4 months, or let me just say 1 year to make it, which means I'm not always actually, I'm trying my best to be focused on what I'm doing, but sometimes I just like switch off unknowingly. Like I can just be sitting, you are talking at me, I'm looking at you, but I'm not there. My brain just switches off like that. That's it, I'm gone. So for me, just a personal problem. I don't know for other people. Speaking for me personally, it's just I have so many things going on with me right now.
Okay. Now, you first time to be guest on Find Out. How do you feel?
Actually,
am I asking too much question?
No.
Am I going directly to the point?
Yeah, going direct straight to the point.
You feel it?
Sometimes I feel actually you're giving me personal attacks. Actually,
No, it's not personal attack.
I feel like you have things to tell. No, Mr. Wafana, if you have something to tell me directly.
No, it's question.
No.
We're on Find Out.
I feel like you have something to tell me.
We're on Find Out. It's Find Out, Destiny. It's Find Out. I want to find out for you because televiewers, they want to know more about you. And I want to make them know that you are the person behind the computer. And I want them to know how it functions there. I want them to know more about you, about your jobs, that you have to tell them. So now if you were to advise media boss who are managing technician like you, what do you have to say? Tell them something.
I'm sure all of us technicians can agree on one thing. We like to be treated good. Like Mr. R, this is something that actually happens in closed doors. It's not something that you have to put outside for people to hear. But normally, as when you're a journalist, like let us say, for example, you're having your show, we technicians, we all feel good when, I'm not implicating anything, but you know what I'm talking about. When sometimes we appreciate when maybe a guest, like a host like you, sometimes when your program is finished, you actually come and you give us.
Okay. When they give after the program, what do they call it? What do they call it? What do you give? Which name do you delegate on that giving moment?
Me normally I call it gombo.
Okay, you want gombo.
Small gombo, yeah. I actually appreciate. Now I will not be over exaggerating if I say I'm talking in the name of all technicians. That when actually we have done a program, they come and appreciate it, or just a simple thank you. It makes us always motivate us for that particular person that thanks us at the end of each program. Like when I produce PG News, yeah, it is sure sometimes I do some mistake because I may be switching up, but when I have some issues, Mr. Elvis comes and he tells me, no, it's like that, this is like that, and that's how we keep working. That's actually one person I actually appreciate, and we, outside of him, Mr. Bafana, actually like working with him. So we as technicians, I will conclude by saying that we like to be motivated. Like we actually like when we do something and they appreciate the work, which means that they're actually seeing the work that we're doing, and we really appreciate that as technicians.
We just saw a new publicity going on air. New Africa That's a new program coming here that will be presented by Dr. Fru himself, the PDJ. And the co-presenter will be Private Secretary of God of Access of Bafana.
SP Bafana.
So now, how are you as a technician, how are you preparing to welcome that new program, Destiny?
Actually, it was just a surprise. I sat and they told me that there's a new program that is going to be preparing. And I've been passing it in my programmation. Actually, I've been putting it quite often, New Africa, to announce that the program will be coming. And for me personally, it is actually stressful. Because when you know that the PDG of your company is coming to work somewhere, which means you don't have the right to do any mistake, because you know the consequences that can happen.
No call for mistake.
No. You don't have. That is the only moment in which you don't have the right to do any mistake. Like, you have to be 100% doing your work. You should not ask for any.
You know the PDG of Home TV Television, Dr. Fru. He's a Pan-Africanist. He's a traditionalist. So I think you have the interest to reorganize your technical team to welcome that special program, New Africa. Yes. Now, how are you seeing the program, New Africa?
Actually,
the future of the program, New Africa. You as a technician.
Yeah. From what I have heard, from what I have to explain, so I cannot actually put it outside because it is still enclosed information.
Yeah.
But the other program is coming actually heavily.
Okay. From
the few details people have gotten to hear from me, but that program is going to be coming heavy. And I'm still actually working on it, the background, the jingles, everything. So the day it will be produced, I'm impatient to see how the program is going out. Because I have produced the PDG, Dr. Richard Fu, once since I've been working. And I think it was on Tory Press. I actually produced him once, and it's actually stressful to produce the person. You know that he can sack you, he can just get up and say that your work wasn't appreciated, you go down. So it puts a ton of pressure on you.
So when you produce him, you are afraid.
No, you don't have.
It's a valiant man. It's a dynamic somebody. Yeah.
Actually.
So televiewers, there's a new coming on Home TV Television, New Africa. That's a heavy program coming soon. That will be presented by the presenter. Will be nobody like Dr. Fru Richard, and the co-presenter will be Private Secretary of God of Ancestors, SP Bafana. Yes. Now, Destiny, I want to find out something from you. We've been doing some I've been doing some investigation. We discovered that you, the technician, you people drink too much, you people take a lot of alcohol, you people smoke too much. Most of you are drug consumer. What's behind that?
Mr. SP Bafana, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Me personally, since I came to Douala, I don't smoke. I don't smoke, that is for sure. But
you take alcohol, right?
Yeah, but just of recent. But I drink occasionally. I drink if there's a special occasion. I will never just sit like that and.
You mean you drink Joe, you don't buy?
No. I cannot remove my money and say I'm going to buy beer. It's impossible. I cannot remove my pocket money and say I'm going to buy beer. No.
Okay.
But if you invite me and say, okay, take beer, I take highest one. Me, my preference is juice or anything that is sweet. Because when you drink too much, after you just start feeling dizzy and drunk. For drugs, I drink because here Douala is very hot. Douala is very, very hot. Normally in Bafusam, I don't drink. If I leave Douala, I don't drink. But I don't smoke. I don't know me about. I know who you are. Yeah,
okay. In Bafusam, you don't drink, right?
I don't drink.
But in Douala, you drink
because of heat.
No.
Sir, let me land. Let me land. When I left here, because I was first here and I left, I went back to Bafusam. I drank, but it didn't have that taste when you're here. Because when you're here, you have to drink glacé.
Okay.
But in Bafusam, there's already cold. So which means there's no use of drinking the Trangtra or one. But when I'm here, I drink highest one. But since I came up, I haven't touched a bottle of beer. What I drink now is only juice.
No, don't take alcohol. You are too young. It may end up destroy your life. Anyway, let me just take one of the elements that make this program today. You know, we're just coming from celebrating 40th anniversary of the CPDM party. You know, CPDM was launched in Bamenda in 1985 by His Excellencies Paul Biya. I want us to watch one of the image for the 40th anniversary celebration in Cameroon.
Section President of Agri for his soothing words of welcome addressed to me. Thank you very much, Mr. President. To all the other militants here present, the massive turnout today for this anniversary is impressive. Section President of Agri for his soothing words of welcome addressed to me. Thank you, Boya, as in Linda, as in Tiko, as in Moyuka, etc. Moyuka is as in Boya, as in Linda.
Thank you for come back for part 2 for Find Out this week on Home TV Television. Our guest tonight is Mr. Destiny. You know, Destiny just benefit from our guest who was supposed to be here and he have an issue. So Destiny, you have the privilege. So, we continue on our talking point. As a technician, what are your dreams? Which dream do you have for your future? What do you intend to do in your future?
I
Do
personally,
you intend to get married to a young lady, to have a beautiful wife?
right now,
What do you want to do with your future?
me personally, as I earlier said, I want to own my own music. If I ever stop in being a technician for TV, I would like to open my personal music studio. Or if I don't have to do that, I would like to enter into cyber security, because actually I'm still learning some 2 or 3 things that can help me more to push my career forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cyber security. What do you want to become in life after cyber security? What do you have? What is the dream?
My dream, Mr. Bafana, I'll repeat it once again, is to own my own music studio.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And the dream. And now you are back. I think you working on Home TV. Are you comfortable here?
Yeah, I'm very comfortable actually. I'm very, very comfortable.
Yeah. So Home TV can count on you?
Home TV is already counting on me. I'm putting myself every day 100% to make the TV much more better.
All right. So in the absence of that, the 100% you are putting, is a 100% effort, right?
Yeah.
What are the difficulties that you are facing, putting that 100% effort?
All right. This one is.
I want it to be professional. I don't want it to be personal.
No. For me, there's something personal that is actually hindering me.
Yeah.
In fact, I forget easily. I'm very good at forgetting things. We can be talking about after ask me what is the first thing I said, I will not remember. Which means that sometimes I can have a very bright idea that okay, for the TV I want this to go on. And if I switch to me, let me just say by the time I tend to do something on another computer like for 20 minutes, when I come back and I want to reduce back that idea I had which can actually push the TV forward, I will forget. That is a very big problem for me actually. Yeah.
And how do you feel to work out?
It's actually very frustrating to always be forgetting.
Then you have to consult, go and meet Dr. Fu. You give some fantastic and you rebuild your memory.
That is one possibility.
Yeah, go and meet Dr. Fu. Book out for appointment. It's your boss there. But you come complain to him and you see what to do. You know, people that talk, they open up. They always benefit in life. When you keep hiding it on you, he will continue killing you, killing your career, draining down your energy. So open up. When your PDG is around, book for urgent, tell him, PDG, I have a problem. I want you to assist me. You say, come and consult. You want to consult. Yeah. In the absence that, there's no problem, right?
No. That's the only problem that I actually face into actually pushing the team forward.
Yeah. As a young man, I know you want to have a future, a brighter future. What type of woman do you intend to have married with? And which type of regime do you expect to get married? Polygamy, monogamy, polygamy, monogamy?
Me, I come from a Christian family, so we take the monogamy. I want just one wife.
Christian families, what of family?
My grandmother always said, let me not say that grandmother always said, but personally for me, I prefer having one wife. If you have two wives, there's something, a general knowledge from most people, but there'll always be headache. Okay. They'll always be fighting between them. I don't have that stress because work is already stressing me enough. I will also be coming back and be.
You forget too much. You forget telling them.
So I've already skipped that place. If we're talking about something else different. So I cannot be coming back from work. I'm stressed. I'm actually stressed, and I come back again, and my wife are stressing me instead them being the people that actually make me to distress. Like I'm coming.
You think one wife will not stress you?
She will stress me.
Or it stress you change?
No, she will stress me, but not at the point where this one is arguing. You want to listen to this one. This one is arguing. You have to listen to that one. At the end, you can just go mad. Yeah, because I'm sure even many Nigerian film have already had to illustrate that.
Nigerian film is just people acting. It's not the reality.
They always act based on true.
No, it depends. You prepare the foundation of your house. You get me right? A man, when you get back home to your house, you are the only king. You are the only Jesus that people have ever seen. The other one is just talking point. It's just empty hope. No, hope is something like your hope now. Have you ever seen hope?
No.
But you are your hoping now. So Jesus that people are calling is hope. But when you get back to your house, I'm just giving you advice now. I'm giving you free advice. You are not paying for. When you get married, you can know you are getting to you are running toward 30, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. When you get 30, 35, don't marry early. Get married towards your old age. If you want to get one woman, get married towards your old age. But if you want to get many women, start married on a young age. Right? Yeah. Now that you want to get, you want to be a single man, is it single what? Single woman. Mm-hmm. Okay, mean one woman.
One woman.
Yeah, no problem. You know, many people get married to one woman. By the end of the day, they're in problem. I have a friend who called me today that he said he want to receive her marriage certificate. That he want that they should renew it because that regime that I put there was monogamy. You want to change it
polygamy.
He has to bring it back. So I will advise you, if you want to get one woman in life, make sure you sign polygamy. You get me? If you want to earn one woman, make sure you put the polygamy. It's an advice, joy, you don't pay for. I'm saying it out of experience. If not, tomorrow you hang on your neck. Like this time on my neck here. You cry. The fool is your boss will not even hear you. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. So always prepare. Don't follow people. It's not because your grandmother is coming from Christian home. What is Christian home? There's no home that is Christian home. Say my grandmother is coming from a brainwashed home. They have been brainwashed. You get it right?
I get you.
It's a brainwash. People are brainwashed. They have been brainwashed. So as a young man, the only advice I can give you is that when you want to get married, yes, it's true, you remain one woman. There's no problem in that. But make sure that paper, after everything, marriage is not even on paper. When you go to the village, you marry a woman, you give what belongs to Caesar, that's all, is married. You get me right?
I get you.
The remarried, nobody should fool you. And nobody should deceive you tomorrow. The remarried is when destiny is going to marry his wife in Kambe. They say, okay, bring 2 fowl, bring 2 jog mimbo, bring 17 crate, bring 1 hair wrapper. Or if you like it, they bring 5 sticks. They say, move, you go for take 2 sticks because I want to marry my woman, but 10 and 2 sticks. 1 stick is money here. Do you know 1 stick called in another village? 1 stick is 150,000 there.
For a stick.
In Yonga, 1 stick is 200,000. The blue stick like this 7 that you should take. Don't just take 7 sticks here. When you take 1 stick in Yonga, 1 stick in Yonga is 200,000. If you argue, they give you 150. Imagine you take 4. You 150 times 4. That's daddy. But that is not married. If you want to enjoy marriage, go to a Bolova and get married to a woman there. Everything is 9-9. I accompanied one friend to get married to his wife in a Bolova, one village in a Bolova. We went there with 16 camions, loaded. The guy spent 24 million. And look at me. Not 2 wives, 1 woman. Everything was 9-9. They came with it. They put everything down. The head of the family bring that the list. Bag of rice, they said 9. Okay. Blanket, they said 9. They said, oh. They said cartoon fish. They said 9. They said, the maka. Oh, that's married. So it be normal. So now, what type of woman do you want to have in your life? Is it a career woman?
I would just like to have a woman, not just to be there in the house. I don't want my woman to be going out and working.
Okay, so stay home.
Yeah, I want to just that she's in the house, she's washing.
Take care of the children.
Like as we're doing at first in the traditional way, like she's only in the house. My own work is to go and work, then provide for the family. Her own is only to be in the house. Because sometimes, because when you see a woman that is independent, as they usually say, oh, when your woman is gaining money, at that time she will start oppressing you in the house. Or worse, when she's gaining more money than you, you now start saying, no, I cannot do this because I'm occupied. Or she will not start. There will now be a certain confrontation between both of you. So personally, I would just like to be the bread giver, and my woman should just be there to take care of the house. Like I go out, I come and work, and my woman is taking care of the house, and that should be all about.
Yeah, I mean you have to work hard. I mean you have to sign polygamy. Get me right? It must be poly. Before you succeed in that. Because in polygamous home, you prepare what your wife will become in future. You prepare it. You impose on it. You get me right? It's very important. But today it's very difficult to keep a woman at home. It's very, very difficult. Even our mother will not stay at home. Our mother used to go to the farm and work food. They come and feed our father with. But they been for quarter of a village. Now, mommy, they farm. Carry be give way back. Carry firewood. Carry drive wood chop, gas, and chop. Nonsense. A jackass. So, you want married like African man, but you want go marry one woman how? That kind of you have to take two.
No. When I go here, say they don't poison you, they don't poison now. There are so many stories that you hear. If you go and zoom into, there are so many stories of those kind of things that happen that men are. Wow, but actually, it doesn't work. For me personally, I think it doesn't work out.
No, but you must know that something must kill somebody.
Something must kill, but it doesn't mean that you know that this will kill you and you're going to take it. Yeah, we must die of something. But it doesn't mean that you have to see a camion coming towards you, run and for it to eat you. No, that is foolishness. No, for me, I prefer my one wife. Yeah.
All right. Now, what I want to find out again from you is this point. As a technician, how many technicians you have already produced for 2 years of service? You have produced how many technicians? Because I know most of the technician is being trained by technician. You have produced how many already? That you can definitely can be proud of that guy working there. Pass through your signature.
I've produced 2, but I'm actually right now I'm working on a 3rd person. He's slow, he's very slow, but with time he goes. But now I can boast, and they're actually working in TVs. They're actually the main technicians in other TV. There are 2 of them. I won't bother calling the name of the TV, but the people that have said I'm certified that they do good jobs, and they are the head technicians. That 2 of them that have actually produced to this point. My 2 year.
Yeah, but in another state. The nature say people like you will love it. They are very stubborn. Is it true? Is it true?
I don't know where you heard that one from.
It's strategies. Strategies say anything everybody feel the long face that go up and come down like this. They are naturally stubborn. Is it true?
Mr. Bafana,
someone have ever said that to you?
If you get something for them,
No, I'm going to know.
No, if you get something for them, just tell me. Say destiny.
Destiny. We did that for find out. There's a people the way you get long head way in that, so they be naturally strong head. Now me like talk, you don't know.
I've never heard it. I don't know me that one. I don't know.
Okay, you the strong head.
Depends on what you mean by strong head.
No, strong head means say you talk about the do one, so it will only do their own one because in my nature say about strong head.
I personally am strong head when I want to, like, let me say, I know that I have to pick this pan on the ground.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick it. And you say that pick that ground, that's when I don't want me to pick it again. Because you have given me orders to do what I know that naturally I have to do. I hate being given orders when I know that I have to do something like that. You cannot. I know that I have to go and pick that chair. Why I'm going to pick it? You say that go and pick me that chair. That's when I'll show you. I don't know. I will not pick it again.
That's strong head. That's strong head.
I strong head when I don't like to be given orders.
That's strong head.
I don't like to be given orders in certain situations. I don't like when they give.
But can you give order to somebody?
I can give. Hey, I hate when I give you order. You know, obey.
Okay, man. But you know, okay,
my personal. That's just a natural response. Everybody likes giving orders, but nobody likes receiving orders.
Yeah. Destiny, I'll come back to you very soon for the last part of this talking point on Home TV. The program is fine out. I want to get take main solution from Geneva. When we get that, we'll come back for the last part of our debate.
All right.
Main Solution is a special product that Geneva has produced to help solve so many problems in men. Main Solution contains extracts from more than 105 plants that have been produced to work in a holistic way in healing men, starting from mental, go to emotional, physical and spiritual problems or disequilibriums that usually lead to sexual weaknesses, low sperm count, strokes, diabetes, and so many diseases that plague men. So Main Solution has been produced to handle the root causes of problems that generate to so many disabilities or shortcomings in men, and that always tailor within the third leg. So Main Solution is a special product that is recommended for every man, whether you have a health problem or not. You need Main Solution, because intelligent people don't only take their car to the garage because it has problem. They always go to service it. Main Solution is good for prevention and for cure. So if you discover that you are begin to lose your sexual anxiety, or your sexual strength is begin to drop down, or you are suffering from premature ejaculation, or what they call sexual weakness, or you are suffering from anything that you know is affecting your third leg, affecting your sexual drive, or causing you to bring some problem at home, you know, you people understand what I mean. We recommend main solution. Main solution has been existing for more than 3 years now, and it has stood the test of time. It is one of Genua's highest consumed products. People consume and recommend to their friends, their relatives, and so on. So I advise every man to have your main solution. Even women. Yes, I'm so happy because everywhere women even buy and give to their partners. Even women can buy this or get this and give to your partner. I recommend this for everybody. Women, buy it or get it for your partners. You can even get it and give to somebody as a gift. So you will not only give to your partner. You can get main solution and you want to visit somebody, you partner give, the person will appreciate it more than any gift that you will give.
Yes, naturally, men's solution is sacred for plenty marital home. You know, you understand. You know, whenever pattern talk, the activity is slow. Marital home is slow too for plenty talk and activity them. So you must take men's solution. Even give like special gift like. Dr. Fujo talk, of course. So now we go back for activities where it is carried out 40th anniversary for Paul Bia Ibati CBDM. We get speech for Mayor for Boya where we receive Minister for Secondary Education for that side for Bongo Square for Fusoman Cameroon.
Start by thanking you people for giving us this opening to expose the greatness of the achievements of this great national party, the CPDM, under the astute leadership of our national president, Comrade President Claudia. His Excellency has led us as Cameroonians. You remember, for those of us who were there at the time he came to the limelight as the leader of our country, that Cameroon was a police state. You could not freely talk. We did not even have, starting with the press, free radio and television. We did not even have the existence of television. So you know that a lot has been done to liberalize our society through his leadership, and a lot has been done in the health, education, sports, and other socio-political sectors. For all of that, we have to celebrate the achievements of the milestone. 40 years is a Ruby Jubilee anniversary, and a lot has been seen. He succeeded to carve out Cameroon as an island of peace, even though in the past few years we've had some skirmishes and conflicts in some regions, especially in the restrictive northwest and southwest regions. But even in that, we have seen his wiseness and the fact that he is ordained by the Almighty, because as the Bible says, leaders are chosen by God Almighty. And that could be seen and can be seen by his option, which has been that of dialogue, to dialogue with every person, even our brothers and sisters who took up arms against the state. In all of that, he has shown us that he is a man of great vision and leadership. At the international fair, you bear with me that Cameroon has made a lot of diplomatic successes, strides. The most recent I would like to mention is the chairmanship of the UN General Assembly by our very own compatriot and former Prime Minister, head of government, in person of His Excellency Philemon. So that said, it's impossible to take a day to enumerate all of what the CPDM has done under our leadership. It is going to take months and probably years. It is impossible to write a book and claim that you've mentioned everything. But as I usually say, and I said today, we are not saying that all is perfect. We are saying that we are humans, like every other human endeavors who have had some shortcomings, and we think with him we can improve on that in the coming years.
After the interviews for 40th anniversary for CPDM party, we will get some special CPDM militant where they be show style for celebrate with dancing. No worship. Another thing happened for our side for the CPDM celebration. I happened for Cameroon, and another ceremony be for another angle them. We plenty meeting them for our side, and all be there for celebrate. Paul Bia party the 40th anniversary. No worship.
Hello. Unasheka. Hello. Unasheka. Hello.
And so Paul Bia, a militant them, take for celebrate CPDM 40th anniversary all over the whole Cameroon it take place this week. 40th anniversary. We don't hear for active mayor for Buya. It testify or justify the activity with the achievement of CVDM party for 40 years. Somebody will tell we, say the first achievement for the CVDM party for 40 years, now corruption, bribery, on job creation for youth then. Now part of the big achievement that we probably in party they don't achieve them for the past 40 years. So it's been a big ceremony. Next edition, maybe for Tory Press, who will bring the live ceremony for that side for Bamenda, Congress Hall. That's how we say CBDM be born for March 20 for that side for Bamenda, Congress Hall. Now when most of the ceremony for the anniversary for the party, they mostly take place now for inside Congress Hall for Bamenda, where nearly all the elite, all the elite for Northwest, they make sure that they go back for Bamenda assembly, special assembling inside Congress Hall for that side for Commercial Avenue, for continue for remind where to Paul be talking for 1985, where we say Bamenda. Now second home. Destiny will come back for a talking point. Yes, I know today I catch you, but we talk more. We enter deeply for technician. When you do some production for some program, when you produce some program, we work a fine for air. How you feel?
It's great. Like anybody that does finish his achievement. Like if you say you want to construct let us say a bridge, and at the end when you finish and the bridge is actually working correctly, you feel good. You feel good about it actually. So when I produce a program and everything goes smoothly, I'm proud of myself. And like yes, things are going good.
Sometimes it don't happen for your life where you make mistake on air, you mess some present a program. By the end of the day, you ask for forgiveness.
Actually, I messed once. I actually messed up like real big. I wasn't working. I was working on another team, but for some, I was still on my learning stage. So the main technician had a situation where they had to replace me, and I was still learning the work. So what happened was that I went while we were on air. I switched off the computer unknowingly, which means that the whole TV went off.
Yeah.
I just left the team and I went back to the house. Instead of actually getting the courage to explain to my boss or explain what happened, that is what happened, so they should understand me, the worst thing I did was instead got up and ran. I went back to the house because I was afraid, because TV is not a joke. For people that are in the house watching us, understand that we the technicians were actually suffering outside here. When you see a program, know that it is in big courage. You really need somebody that's a very strong mental to actually be able to work and manage to see the image as you're seeing me right now on your screen. It is rough work. It is really big work. Yeah.
So I just ask a question here.
Yeah.
Oh, you have not even answered my question.
No, I did not beg.
Whenever you mess a program on air,
Yeah.
after the program, do you ask for forgiveness? Do you apologize to the presenter?
Mr. Bafana, it has never actually crossed my... Yeah, sometimes I will not say I apologize as you mean, but I'll excuse myself for the error I did. Like I know I made a mistake. I sent these wrong elements and all that. But saying, please forgive me. No, I've never actually done that.
Okay, now between the technician and the presenter, who is the boss?
To me personally, it's a technician.
Why?
Because I can decide to switch it offline, but you will still be thinking that you are passing online.
Okay.
Like you can be producing your doing all one not. I'm with you.
Like maybe I'm talking here.
Yeah,
it's not even going out.
Yeah, switch it off, but you won't know that you're not online. You're
Okay.
not online. So I am the boss normally.
So you can destroy anybody program where you want.
I can just clack the hand, and that is just it.
Okay.
Yeah, so between the technician, to come back to your normal question, between the technician and the presenter of the program, the person that actually has the hand on the program is the technician, because the technician can decide at any moment to stop the program. And you as the producer, you as the journalist, you cannot do anything about it. You only come and shout, but the technician has already done what he wanted to do. Yeah.
But do you people respect the presenter?
Yeah, we need to respect the presenter. We need to respect the presenter.
Because without the presenter, you cannot work.
Yeah. Because if there's no presenter, there's no technician, because we complete ourselves actually. Yeah, so to be a presenter, they need to be a technician. For a technician, they need to be a presenter. So they said the respect he gives you, you have to give him back the same respect.
So what are the difficulties in collaborating with a presenter, you technician?
There's one in particular.
Yes.
There are always these pseudo journalists that they were once actually high on their jobs. Like, I won't call his name, but you know who I'm talking about. His name starts with P.
No, I don't know.
You know who I'm talking about. We don't need to know the name, but
but I'm also P. My name is also P.
No, but you know you know who I'm talking about. There's always that arrogance, like you're producing. Like, let us say maybe you're a technician, you are an established technician. You enter in a house in a TV house for your first time. The producer will just the presenter will just say that, is he capable of presenting my he start calling people asking, I beg me wanna tell him, say me, you know, mess with my work. It's like things that actually make you to be angry when you know what you're capable of, because it doesn't arrive in the technical field just one like that, so you know what you're capable of. So I hate presenters that start judging you when they've not actually seen what they're capable of. Yeah.
They just judge on air.
They just judge like that.
Yeah.
That's one thing I actually hate.
So, on which dimension, you working with home TV as a technician, which dimension do you plan, you are planning to put home TV, on your job?
I want to make home TV to be the best TV, not in Cameroon, but anybody that knows home TV should know that this is the best TV. I want to update everything that's about home TV. So I'm actually working on things I cannot say, but I'm working on behind the scenes. I'm working on many projects that actually none of people know, but the day that will be completed will bring forward. My work that I'm doing now is to push home TV in front, make it to be the best known TV in Cameroon. You forgot easily. You may do good job and you abandon it. You forgot to abandon it somewhere. That is actually something interesting.
Yeah.
But I forget when I have an idea and I don't start working on it. Because if I start working on it, I always know that there's something that I've not done that I have to complete. But I can have let's say for example, I can be sitting here and I have an idea that, okay, let me just say on the logo of home TV, I have to go and add maybe just beautify make a different color, and somebody start talking to me about something like this thing. Do you remember this? I'll just forget totally about the idea I had to program about the good idea I had. So, but if I start working, I always remember what I'm working on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely, thank you for being guest on Find Out.
Thank you, Mr.
I think next time when we convert you for big guests here, you're not going to fail.
No, I'll always be present. Thank you.
So how you feel yourself? I just surprised you that you gave a big guest for Find Out.
Yeah, I was very surprised. I was just coming to put everything in place and invite
I said sit down,
let's talk. Produce, yeah.
So you're happy?
Yeah, I'm very
It's
happy.
a big surprise for you, right?
Yeah, actually, it's the first time.
Have you ever been on air?
No. This is my first time being on TV actually. So I'm pretty sure I told you that I'll be on TV. Yeah, I was really excited about it.
Okay. You see that they got access to work automatically.
Normally.
I said just sit here, you have a program with me.
Actually, I thought you were joking. I wasn't thinking you were actually serious. I didn't think you were serious about it.
Yeah. So how do you feel?
Yeah, I feel really
I think after this you watch the rebroadcast so that I see what you're saying on air. So that at least you know that you're on home TV live.
As soon as we close, that will be the first thing I'll go and start doing.
Okay.
I'll just open the machine and start watching one.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you, Mr.
Thanks all the televiewer. The program was Find Out, and I'm happy you people were there. You enjoy it. The rebroadcast will be coming soon tomorrow. Bye bye.
On lance!